Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Ryan Gravenberch withdraws from Dutch squad as Liverpool handed major injury scare. Midfielder Ryan Gravenberch has played in all 29 of Liverpool's Premier League games this season, but he could be a doubt for the Merseyside derby after leaving the Dutch camp. Ryan Gravenberch has been withdrawn from the Netherlands camp to hand compatriot Arne Slot another headache ahead of Liverpool's Premier League title run-in. The midfielder, 22, picked up a knock in the Reds' Carabao Cup final defeat to Newcastle United at Wembley on Sunday, and although he joined up with the Dutch squad for the forthcoming two-legged Nations League quarter-final against Spain, it has now been agreed that he will be allowed to return to Liverpool for further assessment on the issue, the Dutch national team said in a statement on Wednesday night. Ryan Gravenberch has left the Orange training camp this evening. The midfielder is still suffering from an injury sustained over the weekend that prevents him from playing in the matches against Spain. Gravenberch has enjoyed a fine season for Liverpool at the heart of Slot's midfield, and has played 41 matches in all competitions, including starting all 29 Premier League games after signing in 2023. Gravenberch spent his first campaign at Liverpool on the fringes of the side under Jurgen Klopp, but Slot converted the former Ajax and Bayern Munich midfielder into a number 6 in order to plug a hole in his side. Gravenberch's displays at the heart of midfield have been one of the key reasons behind Liverpool opening up a 12-point lead at the top of the Premier League table with 9 matches to play, although the rigors of the campaign had appeared to be catching up with him in recent weeks. Having been knocked out of the FA Cup, Liverpool don't return to action until a Merseyside derby clash with Everton at Anfield on April 2, with Slot sure to be desperate to have Gravenberch fit and available in order to keep up his 100% appearance record in the league this season. If he can't play, then Slot could turn to Japanese midfielder Wataru Endo at the heart of his midfield, while Curtis Jones, who is currently on England duty, could also play in a deeper role. Alexis Mac Allister is also able to play deeper in midfield and did so regularly under Klopp, but Slot has been reluctant to use him there. The Reds will still be without Trent Alexander-Arnold, Connor Bradley, Joe Gomez and Tyler Morton for the Everton clash, but Harvey Elliott has allayed injury fears by linking up with the England under-21s. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HG, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more Liverpool FC transfer news. Our second news is Liverpool news. Reds receive injury boost as Andy Robertson sends message to club legend. Liverpool have received an injury boost early in the international break, while Andy Robertson has no qualms about laying down the gauntlet to a club legend while representing Scotland. Liverpool have an extended break to pick themselves up from a devastating week of action. The Reds suffered defeat to Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League and Newcastle in the Carabao Cup final. And while their stars jet off around the club to represent their respective nations, there is work to do for Arne Slot and sporting director Richard Hughes. Local rivals Everton await upon the return to Premier League action in just under 2 weeks, while a summer of transfer business awaits. Liverpool will have been relieved to see Harvey Elliott take to the training field for England's under-21 side on Wednesday. The former Fulham Academy star appeared set to take on a normal role in the session despite limping away from Wembley on Sunday. The midfielder was only introduced as a substitute against Newcastle, but was clattered by Joe Linton during his time on the pitch. Fixtures against France and Portugal await for Elliott, with the 21-year-old hoping to find more time on the field. Under Slot, Elliott has been confined to a role as substitute. He has nevertheless retained an impressive record of 7 goals and 12 assists despite only starting in 16 of his last 43 appearances. Andy Robertson has told Liverpool and Scotland legend Kenny Dalglish that he is coming for his international caps record. Robertson is set to make his 81st appearance for the nation and will become its third most capped son, ahead of Darren Fletcher but behind Jim Leighton, 91, and Dalglish, 102. I actually said to Kenny the other week, "I'm coming for you," Robertson told BBC Scotland of the Liverpool legend. His reply was, "Plenty of players have said that before and he's still the main man. I love playing for Scotland, showing up for every camp, and I want to get as many caps as I can, he added. Wherever that takes me, it takes me. I'm incredibly proud to get to 80. You just deal with what's in front of you. There's so much going on, you can't look too far ahead. You need a bit of luck with injuries, but I do everything I can to make sure I'm in the best possible shape for Liverpool and Scotland. Virgil van Dijk's conversation with Paris Saint-Germain chiefs Luis Campos and chairman Nasser Al-Khelaifi was to offer an apology, not to discuss a possible transfer. The Liverpool captain was spotted talking with the Parisian side sporting director and chairman, following the Reds' Champions League exit to the French side. BBC report no negotiations have taken place over an offer for the defender who is set to see his deal expire in the summer. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HG, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more. Our last news is 2 Liverpool forwards in line for transfer exits this summer whatever happens to Mo Salah. Liverpool could wave goodbye to 2 members of their forward line regardless of whether Mo Salah extends his contract in the coming weeks as Arne Slot prepares for a busy summer. Liverpool could see 2 of their star forwards leave this summer, regardless of what happens to Mohamed Salah. Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez have both drawn interest from outside of the Premier League that may result in their Anfield exits. Salah has yet to extend his contract that is set to expire in the summer, and the Reds could be left needing to replenish their forward line even if the Egyptian pens a new deal. That could leave sporting director Richard Hughes facing a busy transfer window. Barcelona remain keen on Luis Diaz, and plan to strengthen their front 3 in the coming months, per reports. Jorge Mendes played a role in Diaz's move to the Reds in 2022 and maintains close relationship with Barca bosses Deco and Joan Laporta. The Saudi Pro League are said to retain their interest in Darwin Núñez. They have not been perturbed by the rejection of a deal in January. The division are expected to make a big investment once again in 2025. Any bid for Darwin's signature could see competition from Atletico Madrid however. The futures of Diogo Jota and Federico Chiesa appear to be secure on Merseyside however. Both seem content to stay at Liverpool despite difficult seasons amid injury issues. While the forward line could soon need an overhaul, the club's interest appears to have predominantly settled around fullbacks. Liverpool are said to be interested in signing Bournemouth defender Milos Kerkez and Bayer Leverkusen wingback Jeremy Frimpong. As for potential forward acquisitions, Alexander Isak, who scored against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final, and Mateus Cunha have been linked to the club. And while Cunha has a release clause written, Newcastle do not plan on selling Isak after he helped them to beat Liverpool at Wembley last weekend. After 2 transfer windows with modest action, Arne Slot has already highlighted the summer will prove busier at Anfield. The Dutchman is keen to ensure his side can compete across a number of fronts. Liverpool should always be competing for a league title, we should always be competing for the Champions League. I'm hoping I will be able to keep the club at that level, Slot said earlier this year. I know people sometimes question this because they haven't seen us doing a lot in the transfer market in the summer and now in the winter as well. There's a reason for that, because we're happy with the squad. But I do know we're definitely working on strengthening in the summer. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals.